Hey folks, Invest IQ here. Have you ever wondered whether you'd make money if you bought Agilent Technologies the day before earnings and you sold it the day after earnings? What about selling it 3 days after earnings or 5 days? Well, this chart right here shows us exactly what that would look like. For a 1 day, you'd have 18.29%. For a 3 day, you'd have 37.13%. And for a 5 day, you'd have 36.6%. Also, notice the trend of the equity curve. The 5 day and the 3 day probably look the most consistent, with the 1 day looking a little less consistent. In terms of gain and loss, on average, you'd make 0.98% for 3 days and 0.96% for 5 days and 0.48% for 1 day. Win rate, almost 2/3 of the time you win. Not bad, eh?